Hey, good morning, everybody. Just a real quick note, just trying to launch a little bit of a new series here, a quick daily morning briefing type of thing. Just one take, you know the deal, cup of coffee and things that I'm reading and monitoring. A couple of developments today, and again, this is not going to be anything with like any graphics. That's not my thing anyway. But anyway, just jumping right into it. We're taking a look around the broader Caribbean. Obviously is shifting very, very fast. Over the past 48, 72 hours, the Navy continues. They're quietly moving additional ships into the region. There are reports of amphibious ships, patrol assets, a lot of new aircraft spotted as well coming in. Things that we haven't seen, not just the natural projection of force. Um, Nothing dramatic announced publicly, but the pattern suggests continued positioning for a rapid response, whatever that looks like. If it's evacuation ops, humanitarian support, or stabilizing moves if security breaks down, or there are limited strikes, special forces, special operations engagement, things like that. So when you look at these deployments as a whole, it's clear the Navy and probably the Air Force wants to, or at least wants the ability to project force and move people quickly. The Caribbean doesn't usually get this much attention unless Washington, for whatever reason, wants to make it very clear, which they're doing right now, that there are a lot of different options on the table. Even though most reporting frames this as like contingency posture, and we have seen these very limited strikes, that's like a whole nother thing not to get into right now. But anytime the US clusters ships close to a failing state, it creates ripple effects and a lot of pressure points are applied, even subtly. We don't know where this is going. It's something we're going to continue to look at. We may even do a long form video this week or next about this. So anyway, regardless of where it heads, it's a reminder. US posture here is intentional, it's forceful, it's also stretched. Indo-Pacific on one end, Caribbean on the other. The Navy's trying to maintain the flexibility to handle both simultaneously. Another part of the world, this caught my attention early this morning. The UK sent a warning to Russia over a laser incident, and this is developing in the North Atlantic on the fringe of British territorial waters. BBC is reporting that Russian intelligence ship, the Yantar, if you haven't seen it, take a look at that this morning. But it may have been using high-powered lasers against RAF aircraft in international airspace. Super concerning for the pilots, for safety, all of those things. And the UK responded, saying any attack on its aircraft, even with a laser. This is another, like my video this week about China's gray zone tactics. This is a gray zone tactic that could trigger a firmer response. And the point was that they're going to take a very hard look at this if this happens again. It's not out of the question that some military response, whatever that is, may be on the table. I'd be very, very surprised by that. But again, just the threat of an escalation may be enough. The Yantar is not just like a spy ship. It's not just monitoring. It's Russia's undersea infrastructure fleet all in one as well, designed to be able to go down and destroy or tap into cables, mapping seabeds, running deep water operations. So if the laser incident's real, it's definitely an escalation. How far Russia is willing to push NATO boundaries and British boundaries without using conventional weapons. So from our perspective here, this is the kind of incident that we look at. It changes how NATO patrols operate. Expect more escorts, more of a standoff. It's an interesting story, a very interesting ship. And just real quick, Taiwan received approval for another U.S. air defense package worth, and this is significant, like $700 million, breaking records here. It brings like a total to about $1 billion this week, and it's not routine. Taiwan's building up like the early minutes part of its air defense grid, radar tracking, rapid intercept capability, which directly complicates Beijing strike planning. So it's really that first 10 minutes of what an operation would be. So anyway, I am in the middle of a video series, just looking at some of Chinese tactics there. So that is it for today. Check back in tomorrow. I'm going to try to make this a daily thing, a little bit longer today, but I'll try to keep it brief. See you soon.